Chris Gethin here, again trying to look important in front of this whiteboard. I am giving you the 5 basic bodybuilder tips for beginners here. I get a lot of beginners asking me, or not just asking me what they should and shouldn't be doing. A lot of the time they're doing all the wrong shit. So I'm going to give you the staples of what you should be doing. Number 1, preparation is key. Unless you're preparing to fail. So a lot of people fall short in not having the correct amount of foods with them, or not having any food. A lot of the time they just say, time gets away from me, I don't have time, I couldn't get this done, I was going to eat when I went out but there's too much traffic, and a shitload of excuses come up because they're not prepared. You have to prepare in advance. So what I recommend is that you bulk cook. If we're talking nutrition and specifics here, then you'd cook like on a Sunday, and maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday for the next following few days. So you'd freeze a lot of your foods, you'd take them out the night before so they can defrost overnight, so then you just put your stuff in a cool bag and then you go to work or you go to school, go to college, whatever it may be. You have no excuses whether you're traveling or not. You've got your cool bag with you. I've got mine right behind the camera here. I do not leave home without it. I don't get on a plane without it. I don't go to a hotel without it. I am always prepared, and I haven't missed a meal now for 16 years. So it can be done. I don't have freaking time. No fucker does. But you've got to make the time. So number 1, making sure your food is cooked in bulk. Go out and get a crap load of Tupperware containers. Get some Ziploc bags as well. Get some ice cool bags. And this is where protein supplementation can come in as well, because if you don't have time, or if you're in school and you cannot break out a Tupperware container that's stinking of fish or eggs or whatever, then shake a meal up and have a protein shake. You know, you can have like protein isolate, throw like a cup of oats in there, mix that up and just knock it back. May not taste the best, but we're here for health purposes and performance and for packing on mass. That's number 1, being prepared. Number 2, compound lifts when you go to the gym. Don't be going on the machines like the preacher curl here and going on the cables as much. You want to do compound movements that are bringing in secondary and assisting muscle groups, because this is what's going to really increase the testosterone within your body and give your body the emergency needed for the surplus of protein and carbohydrates and fats that you need to grow. So you need to put your body in a state where it's broken down so you can go out of the gym and feed it quickly. You get your protein isolate straight after you work out, then you need to be eating within every 2 to 3 hours following that. So following on from that, which takes me to consistency. So you can have your 6 meals on one day, but that means nothing if you're only having 3 or 4 the next day, or if you're missing a meal by 30 minutes here, or you've gone out and you're unprepared and you're eating shit. You have to do exactly the same as what you did yesterday, providing that was perfect today, and you have to do it even better tomorrow. So it isn't going to be the best training principle or nutritional plan or supplements that are out there that's going to get you big as a beginner. It's going to be consistency. So you need to be mentally focused and prepared that you are consistent every day with your training, your cardio, your nutrition, your supplementation every single day. And you've got to remember that there's going to be shit that pops up. There's going to be delays in traffic. There's going to be time that you're going to be held back behind for school or work. You're going to be traveling. There's going to be a social gathering that comes up. You need to make sure, regardless of these barriers or these entities, that you are consistent every single day, because there's going to be people like me that's going to be one step ahead of you, because I'm always fucking consistent, and that's what's got to be your primary focus. Number 4, clean calories. A lot of beginners think they can go to McDonald's, they can eat a lot of cookies and chips and shit like that. It doesn't matter as long as they're putting in calories. That's like putting a crap load of fuel in a Formula 1 car. Just because I'm putting more fuel in there than the tank will take doesn't mean that car is going to perform any better. You have to put primary fuel in it, premium fuel. So, that's in the form of your clean calories, for carbohydrate purposes. It's going to be your oatmeal, your quinoa, your brown rice, your sweet potatoes. For your proteins, it's going to be your fish, your steak, your egg whites, your protein powders, your turkey, your chicken. chicken, your poultry, for instance. But as a beginner, and maybe if you're a hard gainer, so if you're an ectomorph, you want to go for a heavier sort of form of protein. So that could be your red meats. And the same goes with your fats. If you're an ectomorph and you're finding it really hard to get all these clean calories in because you're so bloated, then yeah, you can take in some more protein shakes, but mainly your calorie consumption or your calorie surplus should be coming from your healthy fats. So they could be your nuts, it could be your avocado, could be your fried eggs, could be some MCTs through coconut oil, you know what I mean? So if you can't get your calories in because it's so hard and you're bloated and you're an ectomorph, start bringing in a little bit more fats. Now, cardio. One thing that a beginner or even advanced normally stay away from when they're trying to put on mass and they're trying to be a bodybuilder is cardio, because they think they're taking in these calories. The last thing that they should be doing is just going out and doing cardio. They think they should be basking in the sun, digesting and putting on weight. Not so. I do cardio every single day because it helps me put on size. If you think about it, if you've got a better blood flow around your body, which is your transportation of your nutrients to your muscles, then obviously they're going to have a better transportation 24/7. If you've got a better blood flow, it's going to constantly be feeding those muscles all the time. Plus, when you go to the gym, you need to fucking train intense. And if you haven't got that cardiovascular capacity, you're going to be blowing out your ass and you're not going to be able to keep up with me in the gym. So you need to make sure that that intensity is always there. Yes, the weights are there, but if you're training with some volume as well, which you'll need to do every now and again, you need to make sure that you're cardiovascularly fit. You're removing yourself of the lactic acid in the body and you're replacing it with nutrients and oxygen-rich blood that's going to feed your muscles, okay? Lastly, pump it up. Now, this is where a pre-workout is essential for beginners and advanced, but specifically for beginners, because it is harder for the beginner to get that mind-muscle connection. Now, a lot of people think, okay, I'll take a pre-workout, I'm jacked, I'm mentally stimulated. That's a good pre-workout. No, that's bullshit. You might as well be taking a Red Bull or an energy drink if that's all you're looking for. You need to have a pre-workout that gives you very good blood vasodilation. So you need to have like pure citrulline going to the body. You've got to have beta power. You've got to have beta-alanine that really improves the blood flow, and you've got to have the ingredients such as your taurine, your L-tyrosine, your caffeine that gives that mental stimulation as well. But if you get a better mind-muscle connection, you're going to feel that muscle work that much more. When you have that feeling, you get a better contraction. That contraction turns to more muscle at the end of the day. So, specifically beginners who may have trouble feeling their biceps because their shoulders are overcompensating, or they can't feel their hamstrings or their backs because it's not a mirror muscle, a good pre-workout really assists in that area. And you want to have a more intense workout if you want to actually pack on muscle. So those are my 6 bodybuilder tips, the basic tips for beginners. So start following them to get evolving within and out of the gym. And if you like videos like this and you want more like this, then please comment and like and subscribe, and I'll definitely produce those for you. Thank you.